Bhagavad Gita, chapter 18, shloka 68. We are approaching the fag end of the text. Already Krishna has concluded the teaching. Now he is concluding the samvada, the dialogue with Arjuna. Following 4 shlokas are phalashruti. At the end of any text, you will find a phalashruti. First of all, Krishna is telling the phala, the result of teaching Bhagavad Gita. What result the teacher will get. We will read the shloka. Ya idam paramam guhyam madbhakteshvabhidhasyati bhaktim mayi param kritva vaishyatya samshayaha. The teacher of Bhagavad Gita. Yaha, any teacher of Bhagavad Gita, idam paramam guhyam, this teaching, Gitopadesha, is paramam guhyam. It is the greatest secret. Because it is very precious and sacred. Madbhakteshvabhidhasyati, teaches Bhagavad Gita to my bhaktas. Madbhakteshu, the students should be Bhagavad Bhakta, devoted to Bhagavan. Otherwise, they cannot become students of Bhagavad Gita. Already, Krishna has mentioned in previous shloka, Na bhaktaya kadachana. If you are not a bhakta, you do not deserve this upadesha. Therefore, the student should be bhakta. Abhidhasyati, teaches. Bhaktim mayi param kritva. How abhidhasyati? How does he teach? Even the teacher should have a proper attitude. Even the teacher should be greatest bhakta. Param bhaktim kritva. He should have great devotion. Para bhakti. Madhusudana Saraswati adds, even the teacher should look upon the teaching as a service of Bhagavan, as a seva to Bhagavan. Mad bhakteshvabhidhasyati. What result will he get? Bhagavan says, Mameva ishyatya samshayam asamshayaha. Mameva eshyati. The teacher will attain me. The teacher of Bhagavad Gita will get Paramatma. Asamshayaha. There is no doubt about it. Nacha tasman manusyeshu kaschinme priyakrittamaha bhavita nacha me tasmat anyah priyataro bhuvi. Now, Krishna glorifies the teacher of Bhagavad Gita. One who teaches Bhagavad Gita pleases me the most. The teaching of Bhagavad Gita makes Bhagavan happy. There is no one else who pleases Bhagavan more than the teacher of Bhagavad Gita. Manushyeshu, among all human beings, Kaschit, nobody can be Tasmat me priyakrittamaha na. Nobody can please me more than the teacher of Bhagavad Gita. Bhavita, it is not only about the present time, it is so even in future. Gita is eternal. Gita will never become obsolete in any period of time. It won't lose its relevance. And even in future, if anybody wants to please me the most, what he should do? He should teach Bhagavad Gita. Nacha me tasmad anyah priyataro bhavita. Bhuvi, on this planet Earth, in this Bhuloka, no one can be as dear to me as the teacher of Bhagavad Gita. The Guru, one who teaches Bhagavad Gita, is most dear to Bhagavan. This is Stuti. The Acharya is glorified. The teacher is glorified. Next two shlokas talk about the student. Even the student is great. Adhyeshyate cha ya imam dharmyam samvadamavayoh ज्ञानयज्ञेन तेनाहम् इष्टस्यामिति मे मतिः। यह स्टूडेंट, यह शिष्यः, which student इमं संवादम् आवयोः, आवयोः इमं संवादम्, this conversation between us, Krishnarjuna Samvada, and this Samvada is a dharmyam, dharmad anapetam dharmyam. It is in alignment with the dharma. Dharma means the teaching of the Vedas. Veda pratipadyah prayojanavadartho dharma. The teaching of the Vedas is a dharma. Bhagavad Gita is in alignment with the teaching of the Vedas. It does not contradict the Vedas. Therefore, it is a dharmyam. Dharmyam samvada. This dialogue is dharmya. It is in alignment with the Veda. Yaha adhyeshyate, one who studies, a serious student, he listens, makes a note, and reads later on. Even he memorizes Bhagavad Gita, learns to chant Bhagavad Gita with proper pronunciation. He is a diligent student. Then Krishna glorifies him. Jnana yajnena tenaham ishtasyamiti me matihi. Tena aham jnana yajnena ishtahasyam. He worships me with the jnana yajna. The study of Bhagavad Gita, a dedicated study of Bhagavad Gita, is a yajna. It is a spiritual sadhana in itself. Iti me matihi. This is my vision. Even the student of Bhagavad Gita is great. He is doing great action of punya. Shraddhavananasuyascha shrunuyadapi yo naraha sopi muktashubhan lokan prapnuyat punya karmanam. The previous sloka was about a diligent student who studies, makes note, etc. This is about someone who does not really understand all the intricate teachings of Bhagavad Gita. Instead, he just listens with great Shraddha. He does satsanga. whenever a Gita session is going on, he listens with great devotion, sitting properly, not while doing any other activities. He has a Shraddha and a Bhakti. Even that kind of a listening also will produce punya. Shraddhavan anasuyascha yaha naraha. He is a Shraddhavan. He has a Shraddha. And he is anasuyaha. He is free from fault finding. He does not find fault with the Bhagavad Gita. And he does not find fault with the Acharya also. The Guru also. Yaha naraha. That kind of a human being. Shrunuyadapi. Even if he just does Shravana, just listens, with the superficial understanding, even then, sopi, saha api, even that kind of a person, muktaha, he will become free from his papa. This muktaha should not be understood as getting the proper moksha. He will not get moksha immediately because still he is an ajnani. He has not understood the truth properly. Yet, just the listening of Bhagavad Gita will make him free from papa. Many forms of papa. And then punya karmanam shubhan lokan prapnuyat. He will attain shubha loka. He will attain higher loka, which is attained by punya karmanam. People who have done punya. So even Gita Shravana is a punya. Gita Adhyayana, Gita Adhyapanam, Gita Adhyayanam and Gita Shravanam. All these three are punya. Gita Adhyapanam means teaching Bhagavad Gita. Gita Adhyayanam means studying Bhagavad Gita. And Gita Shravanam, just listening Gita. All are punya. Thus, teacher as well as student are glorified. Now, Krishna is asking a question to Arjuna. Have you listened to what I said properly? Did you understand? Kacchidetatshrutam partha tvayaiకాగ్రేణ chetasa kachchidajnana sammohaha pranashtaste dhananjaya. He Partha, O Partha, Arjuna, Kachchit Tvaya Etat Ekagrena Chetasa Shrutam. Kachchit, indicates that it is a question. Have you? Did you? Etat, this Gitopadesha, ekagrena chetasa shrutam. Have you listened to this with the focused mind? Did you listen attentively? Did you hear attentively? Or you were thinking of something else without paying attention to my words? Ekagrena chetasa, with the focused mind. Shrutam, have you done Shavana? Kachid ajnana sammoha pranashtaste Dhananjaya. He Dhananjaya, another name for Arjuna. Dhananjaya. Kachit te ajnana sammoha pranashtaha. Your ajnana sammoha, your delusion caused by ignorance. Ajnana janitaha sammoha. If you look at chapter 2, the beginning of chapter 2, Arjuna has expressed that he has sammoha. He has confusion. Dharma sammudha chetaha. He is confused about what he should do and what he should not do. Whether he should fight or whether he should retreat. Now Krishna is asking, did it go away? Your ajnana sammoha, your confusion, conflict caused by ignorance. Pranashtaha, is it gone? Has it disappeared? To this question, Arjuna answers. Arjuna uvacha nashto mohasmatirlabdha tvat prasadanmayachyuta sthitosmi gata sandehaha karishye vachanantava. Arjuna answers in the affirmative. Yes, I have listened to your Upadesha attentively and my ignorance is gone. My ajnana is gone. And with the ajnana, my confusion is also gone. Smatir labdha tvatprasadan maya achyuta. He Achyuta. Achyuta is another name of Bhagavan. Achyutaya namaha. Achyuta means one who does not fall down. Infallible is Achyuta. He Achyuta, Tvat Prasadat, by your grace, not just by your Upadesha as well as your grace. Even Upadesha is a form of grace. A visible grace. And in addition to the visible grace, we need an invisible grace also. they are added together, then you see the result. Tvat prasadat, by your grace, smritir labdha. Smriti means a jnana in this context. I received a jnana. I received a clear understanding, and therefore nashto mohaha, my moha, my sammoha, my confusion is gone. I have clarity. Clarity has dawned in me. Therefore, sthitosmi gata sandehaha, I stand with cleared doubts. All my doubts are gone. Gata sandehaha, my confusion, my doubt is gone. Therefore, I am clear what I should do, what I should not do. I have no doubt now. Karishye vachanam tava, tava vachanam karishye. I will abide by your words. I will perform my swadharma. That was what Krishna has taught. Tasmad yudhyasva bharata. Your swadharma at this point of time is to fight. Arjuna says, I will abide by your words. Thus, Krishna-Arjuna Samvada has come to an end. Now, this Krishna-Arjuna Samvada is a dialogue within a dialogue. What is that dialogue? It is a dialogue between Dhritarashtra and Sanjaya. Sanjaya is narrating this to Dhritarashtra. That is why Bhagavad Gita begins with Dhritarashtra Uvacha and then Sanjaya Uvacha. Then Arjuna Uvacha, Bhagavan Uvacha. It is a dialogue within the dialogue. So now we are returning from Krishna-Arjuna Samvada to Sanjaya Dhritarashtra Samvada. Dialogue between Sanjaya and Dhritarashtra. The live telecast from Kurukshetra has come to an end for time being. Now it is live telecast from the studio, not from Kurukshetra, from the studio, Hastinapura studio. In Hastinapura, Sanjaya and Dhritarashtra are sitting. Sanjaya tells, Sanjaya uvacha ityaham vasudevasya parthasya cha mahatmanaha samvadamimamashausham adbhutam romaharshanam. Iti, thus, all that he has told before. What is it? Vasudevasya पार्थस्य च महात्मनः संवादम. It was a samvada, a dialogue between Vasudeva, Krishna, and Mahatmanah Parthasya. Partha, Arjuna, who is also a Mahatma. He was not an ordinary person. That is why he deserved Bhagavad Gita, Gitopadesha. Imam Samvadam, this dialogue. Sanjaya describes the dialogue. Adbhutam Romaharshanam. It was Adbhuta. It was a great wonder because it is not very commonplace. It was unique in itself. There are not many dialogues like Bhagavad Gita. It is a wonder. Romaharshanam. And this dialogue is so wonderful that it makes the hair stand on end. Romaharshanam causes horripilation. That is Sanjaya's experience. Ashausham, I listened to it. Vyasa prasadachutavan etad guhyamaham param yogam yogeshwarat krishnat sakshat kathayata swayam. Sanjaya is sitting in Hastinapura. And this dialogue has happened in Kurukshetra, in the battlefield. How could Sanjaya listen to this dialogue? And how could he see what is happening in Kurukshetra? In those days, there was no camera, there was no internet. Then how could Sanjaya see this? Sanjaya himself says, Vyasa prasadat, by the grace of Vyasa. Before the beginning of Mahabharata war, Vyasa gives a Divya Drishti as well as Divya Shrotram. With the Divya Drishti and Divya Shrotram, Sanjaya could hear as well as see what was happening in Kurukshetra. Therefore, Vyasa Prasadat, by the grace of Vyasa, Imam Paramam Gushyam, this greatest secret. Bhagavad Gita is always a secret. Even if it is available in YouTube, it is a secret. You can call it an open secret. Because without having adhikaritva, without having the password of Shraddha and Bhakti, you cannot access Bhagavad Gita. Therefore, Paramam Guhyam, this great secret, Aham Shrutavan, I heard. And the Gita is special because it is told by none other than Paramatma himself. Yogam, this Bhagavad Gita is yoga. The teaching is yoga. Yoga means yujyate anena paramapurusharthena saha iti yoga. The means to attain the ultimate goal of life. That yoga. This is not a Shirshasana yoga. That is different. This is a sadhana. Jnana. Imam yogam aham Vyasa prasadat chutavan. I listened from Vyasa because of the grace of Vyasa. And who told this teaching? Yogeshwarat Krishnat Sakshat Swayam Kathayataha. Yogeshwarat Krishnat. I received this. I heard this right from the lips of Krishna, who is Yogeshwara. He is the Lord of Yoga. He is the Lord of spiritual paths. Without him, no success is possible in the spiritual pursuit. Therefore, he is Yogeshwara. Yogeshwarat Krishnat, and Krishna didn't ask anyone else to teach. Sakshat Swayam Kathayataha. He taught this himself directly, not through any intermediary. Directly and himself. Therefore, Bhagavad Gita is special. Rajan sansmritya samsmritya samvadamimam adbhutam keshavarjunayof punyam hrishyami cha muhurmuhu. Hey Rajan, Sanjaya is addressing Dhritarashtra because Dhritarashtra is the king as of now. Hey Rajan, after listening to this samvada, after listening to this conversation, Sanjaya is not able to forget it. Samsmritya samsmritya sammadamimam adbhutam keshavarjunayoh punyam. Imam keshavarjunayoh samvadam. This dialogue between Keshava and Arjuna. Keshava is Bhagavan and Arjuna. Their samvada. And it is adbhutam. It is a wonder. Samsmrit punyam samvada. Another adjective to the samvada. It is punya. Even to get access to this samvada, one should have punya. It is punya phala as well as punya prada. Punya phala means to receive this samvada, you should have punya. Punya prada means even listening is a punya. It adds to your punya. Therefore, punyam, punya phaladam, punya phalakam, punya phalam पुण्यप्रदञ्च संस्मृत्य संस्मृत्य, remembering it again and again, hrishyami cha muhurmuhu, I rejoice again and again, muhurmuhu, repeatedly I enjoy, hrishyami, I get excited as I remember it. तच्च संस्मृत्य संस्मृत्य रूपमत्यद्भुतं हरेः विस्मयो मे महान् राजन् हृष्यामि च पुनः पुनः. And in Bhagavad Gita, chapter 11, there was Vishwarupa Sandarshana. Bhagavan showed his Vishwarupa to Arjuna. It was a wonderful vision, wonderful experience. Even Sanjaya could see that. And he is still remembering. Taccha harehe adbhutam atyadbhutam rupam. The Atyadbhuta Rupa, the most wonderful form of Hari, of Bhagavan. Samsmritya samsmritya, I remember it repeatedly. And as I remember, me mahan vismayaha, I get great wonder, mahan vismaya. It makes me excited. Hrishyami cha punah punaha. And again I enjoy remembering Vishwarupa. Yatra yogeshwarah Krishnaha, yatra partho dhanurdharaha, tatra shrir vijayo bhutihi, dhruvani tirma tirmama. Sanjaya concludes with the glorification of both Krishna and Arjuna. Both are extraordinary people. In fact, Krishna and Arjuna were Nara and Narayana in their previous lives. And they did great tapas as Nara and Narayana. Krishna was Narayana and Arjuna was Nara. Naranarayana. Therefore, they were great beings. Even if you look at Mahabharata, therefore, a place where these two people are together, dharma will always prevail. Yatra yogeshwarah Krishnaha, where Krishna is present, Krishna is Yogeshwara, the Lord of Yoga. Yatra partho dhanurdharaha, yatra parthaha, where there is Arjuna, and Arjuna is a Dhanurdhara. the best of the bowmen. Partha eva dhanurdhara. Arjuna is the only bowman. There is a figurative way of saying. Other bowmen are as good as no bowmen compared to Arjuna. Therefore, in their presence, victory is inevitable. The victory of Pandava is inevitable. Tatra Shrihi, there Shrihi, wealth. Madhusudana Saraswati says, Rajya Lakshmi, wealth in the form of kingdom. Now you are the king, but after 18 days you will have to vacate your seat. It is the implied meaning. Tatra Shrihi, wealth resides there. Vijayaha, and victory also will be with Krishna and Arjuna. Bhuti, prosperity. Not only they will get the kingdom, the kingdom will also prosper once the Pandavas become the ruler. Dhruvanitihi, and definite justice. The Pandavas as well as all the Dharmika people will get definite justice. Matirmama, this is my firm conviction. This is my conviction. Thus, Moksha Sannyasa Yoga, chapter 18, comes to an end, and with this, Srimad Bhagavad Gita has also come to an end. We have been doing this, I think I started in 2015 or 16. I don't remember when exactly. So now it is 2021. So some of you have been there right from the beginning, but many of you have joined later on. May Bhagavan bless all of us with the nishtha to our Swadharma, with the Swadharma nishtha and Jnana, Vairagya, Bhakti and Moksha. Om Purnamadah Purnamidam Purnat Purnamudachyate Purnasya Purnamadaya Purnamevavashishyate. Om Shanti Shanti Shanti. Harihi Om Shri